Inflation refers to the general increase in prices of goods and services in an economy over a period of time. It results in a decrease in the purchasing power of a currency, meaning that each unit of currency buys fewer goods and services than it did before. Inflation is typically expressed as a percentage representing the annual rate at which prices are rising. There are various factors that can contribute to inflation, including increased demand for goods and services, rising production costs, change in supply and demand dynamics, and monetary factors such as increase in the money supply. Inflation can have both positive and negative effects on an economy. Moderate inflation can encourage spending and investment, but high or unpredictable inflation can erode savings, disrupt economic plannings, and create uncertainty in financial markets. One of the most famous cases of hyperinflation occurred in Germany during the early 90s. The Weimar Republic faced extreme hyperinflation, with prices doubling every few days. This economic collapse and several social and political consequences, often cited as a contributing factors to the rise of Hitler and Nazi Party. United States experienced high inflation during the period of 1970 to 1980. Factors such as oil price shocks, expansionary monetary policies, and wage price spirals contributing to rising inflation.
What could go worse because of inflation? When prices keep going up a lot, it can cause big problems for a country. Imagine if prices skyrocket so fast that it becomes really hard for people to buy things they need like food and clothes. This super high inflation called hyperinflation messes up the whole economy. It often brings along bad things like lack of jobs because businesses struggle to cope with the rising costs. This means more people might lose their jobs. But it doesn't stop there. Hyperinflation can also lead to an increase in certain type of crimes. Desperation may drive individuals to resort to unlawful activities such as theft or fraud, as they need to meet their basic needs in an environment of economic chaos. People who don't have much money, especially those on fixed incomes, find it even harder to afford what they need. This can make them really unhappy, and sometimes it leads to protest and demonstration. As prices keep going crazy, the money itself becomes less trustworthy. People start worrying that their money might not be worth anything soon, so they rush to spend it or switch to more stable currencies. For businesses, it gets tough too. They might stop investing in new projects because they are unsure about the future. And if they borrowed money before, the interest rates could go up a lot, making it hard for them to pay back what they owe. This whole mess isn't just inside one country, it can affect the world. Other countries might not want to invest or trade with a place dealing with crazy inflation. The problems spread like a domino effect, making it a big global issue. So dealing with high inflation is crucial to avoid these big troubles, including the ripple effects on crime rates, and to keep things stable at home and around the world.
दिन ब दिन महंगाई बढ़ती जा रही है, कभी गैस की प्राइस बढ़ रही है, कभी बिजली की प्राइस बढ़ रही है, और इस तरह हर चीज़ में अगर हम देखें तो बहुत ज़्यादा महंगाई बढ़ती जा रही है। इस हवाले से आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
असल में तो देखें, निज़ाम पाकिस्तान में कोई अच्छा खासा नहीं है, ठीक है। यहाँ पे निज़ाम, एजुकेशन का निज़ाम, बाकी चीज़ों का निज़ाम कोई बेहतर नहीं है। यहाँ पे ज़ख़ीरा अंदोज़ों की वजह से डॉलर बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ रहा है, ठीक है। वो डॉलर को ज़ख़ीरा कर लेते हैं तो उस वजह से डॉलर बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ जाता है। ये फिर ज़ख़ीरा अंदोज़ों के ख़िलाफ़ छापा भी नहीं मारते, क्योंकि इनके अपनी पार्टी के कुछ बंदे होते हैं और कुछ इनके अपने लोग होते हैं, जिनकी वजह से फिर मामलात ख़राब होते हैं इनके अपने। तो बात बस यही है कि ये कुछ गैरत खाएँ, ठीक है, और निज़ाम को बेहतर करने की कोशिश करे, अवाम भी कुछ गैरत खाए, ठीक है, वो भी अपने अंदर का निज़ाम बेहतर करे, क्योंकि अवाम खुद जब ठीक होगी तो आगे फिर निज़ाम भी अच्छा हो जाएगा। जब अवाम ने क्या नाम है, छोटी छोटी चीज़ों में खुद भी करप्शन करनी है तो फिर उनके हुक्मरान भी तो करप्शन करेंगे ही ना। फिर जब खुद ये चीज़ें छोड़ देंगे तो हुक्मरान भी छोड़ देंगे। जब पहले खुद को बेहतर करेंगे तो बाकी भी बेहतर हो जाएंगे।
In recent years, Pakistan has faced persistent challenges related to inflation. Inflationary pressure has been driven by various factors, including rising food prices, energy costs, and structural issues within the economy. Food inflation, in particular, has been a significant concern, impacting the cost of living for the average citizen. Pakistan agricultural sector, a significant contributor to its economy, has faced challenges such as water scarcity, outdated farming practices, and insufficient infrastructures. These factors combined with weather-related disruption has led to fluctuation in food production and supply chain issues, contributing to food price inconsistency. Cost of energy, including electricity and fuel, has been another contributing factor to inflation. Energy subsidies, while intended to ease the burden on consumer, can strain government finance. Balancing the need for affordable energy with fiscal responsibility is a complex challenge. Monetary policy. The State Bank of Pakistan, the country's central bank, play a crucial role in managing inflation through monetary policy. Adjustment in interest rates and other monetary tools are employed to control inflation rate and stabilize the economy. Striking the right balance is essential to foster economic growth while keeping inflation within a manageable range. Pakistan's economic situation involves a combination of challenge and reform efforts. The country has engaged in structural reform to stabilize its economy and improve its fiscal position. International institutes, including the International Monetary Fund (IMF), have provided financial assistance to support these reform initiatives. However, the success of these reforms depends on various factors including political stability, effective implementation of policies, and the ability to navigate external economic pressure. External debt have been concerned, and managing debt sustainability is crucial for long-term economic stability. Infrastructural development has been a focal point with projects aimed at improving transportation, energy, and communication networks. These initiatives not only contribute to economic development but also have the potential to create jobs and stimulate various sectors.
Solutions for inflation. Inflation, the persistent rise in the price of goods and services, can wreak havoc on economics and individual alike. Thankfully, there are a variety of solutions that can be implemented at both the individual and policy levels to combat inflation and its negative effects. First of all, we will discuss about policy solutions. In policy solutions, monetary policy. Central banks plays a crucial role in managing inflation through monetary policy. By raising interest rates, they make borrowing more expensive, which can cool down demand and slow down price increases. However, raising rates too quickly can lead to recession. Supply chain disruptions. Addressing bottleneck and inefficiencies in global supply chains can help to increase the availability of goods and services, leading to lower prices. This may involve investment and infrastructure, trade agreements, and logistics. Competition. Promoting fair and competitive markets can help to keep business in check and prevent them from raising prices artificially. This may involve antitrust enforcement, deregulation, and measures to increase market access for new entrants. And individual solutions. Budgeting and spending. Individuals can take steps to protect themselves from the efforts of inflation by creating and sticking to a budget, prioritizing essential needs or wants, and looks for ways to cut back on unnecessary expenses. Debt management. Paying down high interest debts can free up money that would otherwise be going towards interest payments, leaving more room in the budget for essentials. Investing. Investing in assets that tend to perform well during inflationary period such as stocks or real estate can help hedge against the loss of purchasing power. Negotiating wages. In inflationary times, it is important to advocate for oneself and negotiate for higher wages to keep up with the rising cost of living. It is important to remember that there is no single bullet for solving inflation. The most effective approach will likely involve a combination of policy measures and individual actions. By working together, we can mitigate the negative impacts of inflation and build a more resilient economy.
In the face of inflation, there are steps we can all take to contribute to a more stable economic environment. Let's break it down into simple actions that individuals and communities can adopt. Step number 1. Enhance financial literacy. By deepening our understanding of financial concepts and strategies, we empower ourselves to make informed decisions about saving and investing. Step 2. Practice responsible consumption. Cultivate a culture of responsible spending by avoiding unnecessary debt and focusing on essential expenditures. This helps alleviate individual demand pressures on the economy. Step number 3. Support local businesses. Actively endorse and engage with local businesses. Your support contributes to their stability and strengthens community economic resilience. Step number 4. Invest in education. Allocate resources to educational initiatives that create a skilled and informed workforce. This fosters innovation and efficiency to counter inflationary pressures. Step number 5. Engage the community. Promote community engagement to raise awareness about inflation and its consequences. Facilitate community-led initiatives that contribute to economic stability. By collectively taking these steps, individuals and communities become instrumental in building a foundation for a more stable and sustainable economic environment amidst the challenges posed by inflation.